fine, it's cool. You can say that we are nothing, but you know the truth. And I guess I'm the fool with his arms out like an angel through the car sunroof. I don't wanna call it off, but you don't wanna call it love. You only wanna be the one that I call baby. You can kiss 100 boys in bars, shoot another shot, try to stop the feeling. You can say it's just the way you are, picking new excuse, another stupid reason. Good luck, baby. Oh, good luck, baby. You'd have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Good luck, baby. Oh, good luck, baby. You'd have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Who cares? It's a complicated muddle of a love affair, and I cry. It's not fair. I just need a little loving. I just need a little air. I'm gonna call it off, even if you call it love. I just wanna love someone who calls me baby. You can kiss 100 boys in bars, shoot another shot, try to stop the feeling. You can say it's just the way you are, making no excuse, another stupid reason. Good luck, baby. Well, good luck, baby. You'd have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Good luck, baby. Well, good luck, baby. You'd have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Oh, yeah, baby. And when you
All right, let's see what everyone else is doing.
with your head in your hands, you're nothing more than his wife. And when you think about me all those years ago, you're standing back.
Hello.
Squats, lunges.
I think a lot of it would be depending on like how consistent you're running and like actually getting into a real running routine, not just going out running a mile. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
because a lot of that planning is the big part of it.
Definitely.
So I just posted the music that is setting the mood, so you can play that. Everyone
Is
else,
this the 2-hour David Goggins?
don't worry about it. But Zahn, I just posted in the chat the game that you're joining. Dan, can you explain to me what you see right now on the map?
Big Iron sees absolute chaos.
Yeah. You want to focus on the one that's to the north. That you see, the high moon one. Actually, you know what? We're already in this, right? Roll me a D100 for mentality, straight mentality check. 87, which is a 47 difference. So you fail that pretty bad. Would you like to try again?
You may say I'm a creamer, but
because
I'm
right
not
now
the only
you're
one.
getting bad headaches right now as you're experiencing, and you looks like you're seeing multiple things, even though you're in this sandy podunk town, and but it seems like you see beyond the town. Would you like to
I
roll
hope
more?
someday you'll join us, and the world will cream as one.
Okay, so how are you?
West Smooth.
How are you dealing with this headache right now? This thing where you're seeing multiple things. You do notice that someone is holding a gun in front of you, but it looks like there's something at more difference. So how are you trying to steel yourself? Please describe to me.
Seeing the gun, I'm definitely getting flashbacks of some quick draws, like ready to defend myself.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I feel like I'm like feeling the high noon,
The high noon.
trying to draw it in if I'm gonna need to draw real fast.
Okay. So I want you to do another D100 to redo that to steal yourself, and I'm going to have you add your reaction, which is 44. So, or subtract, I guess you could say. So D100 44. Okay, that's a 23. And you feel like you hear a mysterious voice, that very feminine, says, "Huh? Can this be one that I need right now?" Yeah, you beat it. A 23. And you're back to reality. And unfortunately, I did not ask you to take pictures, maybe next time, but this thing right here that looks like a knight, that is you. You are behind this town, escaping the Pinkertons. God damn them. They suck. They
Goddamn Pinkertons.
If there's one thing you kind of like or respect the Pinkertons, they don't stop. They chase you. It's annoying. You kind of like it. And you kind of stopped around this sandy podunk town. Your gang is actually all these shields right there, and you're kind of chilling out here. And behind you is like a clock tower church that's been abandoned. It's separated by the river. You see kind of an ominous statue of someone faceless in a prayer position. And what brings you back to reality is, "Hi, you're that butch, right? Big Iron?" This little gangly motherfucker right in front of you, kind of, you notice that his hand's kind of shaking because he does point a gun at you. "You butch, right?"
Well, my friends call me Big Iron, but you can call me Butch the Butcher.
Well, we don't take kindly to you hooligans. So you better get out of here before I have to do something. And you hear a couple people, "Yeah, no,
Yeah, Law Beach. Pinkman the Pinkerton.
We just need to come in here and take what we need, and I'll get rid of anyone that gets in my way."
And I'm gonna roll to see how's his motion at a 40. No, he failed that really badly. You hear people say, "No, just let him have it. Let him have it." Guys, like, maybe it's because he has that star on his
Stream
chest.
Elements bot running robot face.
The star
Learn
that
how
you
to
like,
customize the bot here.
really?
https://
You notice that the star has been rusty.
docs.streamelements.com.
Maybe it's full of dry blood, but it's not his. You can tell. He doesn't act like one. Well, we, the people of this town, say you gotta take that somewhere else, sir. He cocks the gun.
Boy, I don't think you want to do that. You don't know how many people before you have tried that.
Well, he looks around again. He kind of, you see him looking around, actually, kind of more.
Welcome to the stream, Streambot 5000.
At the top of some roofs, and you see a couple people starting to, like, you hear that normal sound of people going inside their barn or stables. It's like, "Oh, we don't want part of this." It's like, okay. 40 emotion. Now, his hand stopped shaking, as if he's getting some sort of liquid courage. Now I don't have to tell you again, Mr. Butcher. And he fires one shot right at you, and it goes right in front of your, like, a couple feet in front of your legs. Oh shit! I mean, that's a warning shot, Mr. Butcher, sir.
I want to draw and I want to wound him, but I want to kill him.
Okay. I want you to Yeah, do a D100. I'm going to add your reaction and your emotion. 69. You have to beat a 69. That is a huge success. What do you do? Like, where are you wounding this dude?
Ooh, I think with a success like that, I just shoot the gun out of his hand.
Yeah, I'll allow that shit. You actually have another chance to do another action because that was such a huge success. That's more than 60, and he doesn't even realize you shot the gun as it's flying up in the air. He still thinks he has that. Or what are you doing in this time being? Because you're locked in, dude.
Ooh, I'm just gonna actually put the pistol back away, walk towards him slowly, and be like, I don't have any qualms with you, but I don't care if you leave in a body bag or walk away here on your own accord. You can draw and shoot. I see you have your finger guns ready.
Oh shit! And then as soon as you take a couple steps, the gun falls right on the ground next to him. Oh shit! Don't say I didn't warn you. And you and he just rolls right inside. And so does everyone else start to roll inside. The sun starting to go down. And you see your crew kind of good job, Butch. Boss. That's why you're the boss. What do you want us to do, sir?
Boys, just take what we need.
Okay.
These folk, we don't want to take everything they got. We're just passing through.
All right. So
we're intruders.
You have one of your guys, Clint. Not one of the brightest in the box, you know, kind of one of those that raises his head. Ooh, 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 ooh. So that means no killing, boss? No killing?
I mean, if you have to defend yourself, I'm not going to stop you.
And then he kind of gets into a little mini squat. Define defiance, sir. He's really not bright. Hell of a shot, but that's all he's good for.
You just stick with me. We'll go through together on this one.
Hell yeah, I'm with the boss, boys. Go and do the bitch job, fuckers. And he spits out a huge chunk of dip, and everyone's like, God damn. One of them kind of looks at you, he's like, thanks, boss. And they start rolling up. One of them starts rolling up the horses. Others go into other stores. You hear a couple of like, no. But we just, like I said, we're not going to do anything. You're hearing some success. Give me a spirituality roll. Things are getting a little bit too quiet for your team. 46? 38? You can't quite put your finger, so this is a fail, but not too big of a fail. You don't know what's going on, but this has a feeling of a town that you've never really experienced. I mean, you've been to a bunch of places, cities, villages. It has been eerily quiet, and it feels like you have a bunch of eyes staring at you. Kind of like you have the dead eye, in slow motion. You can't quite put your finger, but you're not alone. And not the good kind of alone. Hey, boss, look. What are you thinking? Thinking about all the hookers we're gonna get?
Boy, I told you you're a little too obsessed with that. I'm not gonna whistle into the mic, but I'm gonna whistle and be like, boys, we need to get packing up and get out of here.
Huh? All right, and you see slowly one by one comes in, and as everyone's starting to gather all the materials, you see one with some nice bags of like general goods. You see someone corral the horses. You just realize what's wrong. It's only been like 5 minutes, and it's been kind of like light out. and it just went completely dark. The only thing you see is the fire and from like the lights, the torches. And you see everyone's torches, like the windows that's closed, shutting, and then you just hear some whispers, and then the torches of those windows going out. Except for one place. Stained windows is all lighted up.
This goddamn town's trying to play me for a fool. I'm gonna walk over to that building across the water.
Across the water. And let me ask you something, Dan. Did you serve in the war? Sorry, Big Butch, Butch Big Iron. Did you serve in the war? The American War.
He did serve.
Do you, pray tell, was it blue or gray? What was the uniform you put on?
It was gray,
Gray?
but he deserted.
Okay.
I saw freedom.
Ah.
That I was seeking freedom, so
All
I should be able to be free in the West.
You hear from the dark. You can barely see it, but you hear from the dark. Now, don't tell me that is Big Iron of the Army. I don't have a picture for that, but you see in front of you, you see someone wearing that familiar gray. Oh, you can't tell me that's a coinkydink. That Big Iron?
That's what they call me.
Oh, you, sir, are a legend. I've heard about your constituents and your actions that even the general General Lee was talking about you. About all the people that you put into the ground. But then you just disappeared. And he kind of walks in, and you kind of stare at him a little bit. You kind of see his eyes, or the blackness of his eyes, wearing the uniform, but kind of disheveled. Hi, boys! Look what we got over. We got ourselves the Big Iron! And then slowly out from the shadows, you see more people. Of the people that you served with, technically. They don't look familiar, but they sure know you. How about yeah, I can't believe. Hey, do you mind if we can come on over? We can talk about the good times.
Not really feeling like talking.
I don't.
I
Hey,
prefer you stay where you're at.
hi. We respect that. We can just talk right here. Man, how long has it been? Man, sucks about us, huh? Lost that war, we lost all of our resources, and now here we are in this old podunk town.
As far as I'm concerned, I hate all y'all.
Huh?
Army boys.
Now, sir, hate is a very strong word. Very strong. Oh, speaking of hate, and he points behind you. And you see a couple of people from the darkness from behind where you entered. You see 3 people in blue uniforms. Remember them, Big Iron? Looks like they want to talk to you too. Ain't that right, fellas? Yeah, we're just here to have a little chat. They kind of elongate the S's. What do you do right now? What are you thinking? Trying to observe. You notice that a couple of your fellows, gang members, are kind of like, what? They try to stick a little bit close to you. They are not quite familiar. Hey, boss, this is not. This feels kind of weird.
Yeah, you guys should get off to the side and into cover. I don't know how this is gonna unfold.
Yeah, and you see them one slowly kind of unhinge their gun and cocks it a little bit. A couple of them has like the Remington rifle. You know, one of them's the long shot. Good old Clint takes out a stick of dynamite and just like, hey, well, just tell me when, boss. Just tell me when. No, with a light in the next to it. Hasn't lighted up. You did tell him about light discipline. So he not to cause the problems of the 1845 destruction, but you don't talk about that. Just give me the word, boss. Give me the word. And you see men in blue. They stop. Now, Big Iron, we heard about you back in our platoon. If you don't mind, if we can come on closer to you so we can talk to you, you know, have a drink or two on us. Bygones be bygones. Civil War's over, my man.
Sounds like an interesting proposal.
Yeah. So can we come in?
I mean, like, do I feel like these guys are clutching guns, or can I get a vibe reading from them?
Yeah, give me a straight up mentality check. 40. D100, roll me a 40.
Oh, wrong one. I'm so used to hitting D.
15?
Sweet.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right. You can see that they're clutching to something like a gun, but you have never seen this sort of gun before. It's all black. It looks big. And you notice there's some sort of like, it looks like a telescope on top of it. All black. And you see, from the bottom of said scope, or the bottom of said, you think is a rifle, you see something that's kind of like a tripod. I think this is made of metal, but no, you haven't seen guns of that size made of completely metal. You're used to seeing the Remington wood, and you've never seen a telescope on a rifle. You see like little small reticle. This is something.
Boys, I'm sure we all have something in the past that haunts us.
Oh, no. Don't get me wrong, sir. We're all free. This is a chance of joining something new. The one in the middle is right here. You think you see something red and crimson coming down his lips. I just want to talk to you about the future. And then you see him kind of stick out. Really good trigger discipline. Stick out this gun, you think, or this cannon he has in his hand. And he points it up to the air. There's this thing, sir, that we were talked about. The Vietnam. You ever heard of Vietnam? Because I haven't been around that area, but apparently new technologies around the way. You've seen a lot. Ain't that right, mistress? And out from you, like, you hear a shatter of the windows coming from behind. And she floats in. See this thing flying in the air in front of you with a cigarette in its mouth, eye patch, and she's wearing. Have you been to the West, like San Francisco? Would your character?
He has not been that far west. He is at Arizona.
Okay. Are you familiar about the West, like, you know, like people building the trains or things like, you know, it's not as Wild West over there, you know. Have you heard about that, like the train tracks being built?
Yes.
Okay.
We've robbed a train.
Okay.
So
Do you read the newspaper occasionally? Sometimes.
Is it the Whitworth
I
rifle?
ain't much for the book learnings.
Okay. Wait, he is or is not?
Is not. He's
Okay.
not.
Gotcha.
He's he can see it. It's tangible. It's real.
Okay.
Outside of that, he ain't reading.
More of a picture, like you see pictures. That's it. That's about. Yeah, I'm not reading it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, if I don't see it in person,
Okay. And you see this person wearing something that you've never seen before, like a black flowing robe. Looks very fancy, made of silk. And she has this thing on her forehead, like a piece of paper. And it's written in some sort of symbolism that you've never seen. And Clint, as crazy as he is and as dumb as he is, hey, boss, hey, I think she's one of them,
Is it the shape of an L on her forehead?
one of them people
Wes
from
Smooth.
China, I believe. One of them that's building the, I think from the Tang Dynasty, I think. And the lady just sighs. It's Qing Dynasty, and she's speaking perfect English, no accent, despite what Clint is. Hi, boss. She may be American. You see her pale skin
Tang is a tasty beverage.
and the symbol on her head. You don't recognize it, but she has a tendency, as she lands, she has a tendency to hop. It's kind of like this. That's it. For those who know, you know. Now, Big Iron, Butch, sorry if my men have scared you. I heard a lot about you, and I want to show you the ways of the new world. I am Lady Mistress Shui, Xue, and I have come from a long, not even from a long place, but from a very long time. And your boys are just the newest of my army. And I'd like you to join said army, Mr. Butch. What do you say?
I'm not looking to join any new armies. I was
Or
told
have.
one lie before. Not looking for another lie.
Ah, but I don't lie. I seek truth. You know what they say. Lies are just truths, and truths are just lies. The only thing that matters is time. And that's where I've been before. And then you hear more glass shatter, and you see from the graveyard more of these things coming out. And you see things. Actually, I want you to roll a spirituality. Add superstition to it, so 48. Ooh, that is a 28 difference. Would you like? So what you're seeing right now, and right now your chest is getting tight because you don't know what you're seeing. It's starting to come like to fruition. All these in this thing, these skulls. You've never seen these types of people before, and I'm not talking about what they are, because all of them are like, and you see blood coming out of their mouth. No. You've seen these, what potentially every once in a while when you rob a stagecoach or you go to a town, you see these plays. And you believe one of them looks like those who became one with the sea, a pirate. See someone wearing this bright red regala. And you see like a feather hat, and you see like what you think is an undead pirate. on their shoulder. Ah, that one over there. That is Lady Blackjack of the Barbary Wars. Piracy. Seems like, the Americas and the British did not like the pirates, but I happened to find one. And then you see another one. It starts to crawl toward the water, and you see him almost completely naked beside some, like, feathers on their head. And you see them with, like, a sword, of all things. But it's made of bone. And then you hear a high-pitched whistle, because it's whistling. It's a Mayan death whistle. That one is Jaguar Paw. Down south in the Mexicos. You may or may not have been there. That was about maybe 300, 400 years ago. You use years in this place, right? What do you say? I don't have to turn you. You just have to witness the world. And you see the three gentlemen raise their weapons at you. They're called sniper rifles. Big Iron. You join me, you get to get one of those bad boys. Very accurate. They hit around 500, 600 meters. You know meters, right? You seem educated.
Sounds like a long distance to me, lady.
I'm giving you an option there, Big Iron. Your chest still starts to tighten up. What do you do?
I'm actually gonna... Okay, so I'm just gonna assume, because I haven't had time for backstory. I did come up with the name. We are the Dynamite Dozen.
Yes.
There is a reason we got that name.
Yep.
So while she's asking that and I'm panicking, I kind of just make eye contact with Clint and I light a dynamite behind my back, knowing he's going to light a dynamite.
Okay. And
I'm just going to toss it past her to the sniper rifle boys.
Okay. And then likewise, I'm going to see if your boys are... So they have to beat a 50. 85. Okay. So that's the 35. Okay. So all of them know the signal. So they light it up too. However, some of them didn't throw it because they are freaking out. So two of them, I would say, roll me, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll me a d4. See, you're rolling to see how many of your boys threw it. Okay, so basically two of them did not throw it, and they were luckily around this area right here. And the other three. And as you threw it, Lady Sway is the only one that guy looks at you and smiles, and I love it. I knew I came for you for a reason. I love it when they fight. She skyrockets up to the air, and explosions galore. Takes out the Union boys. Unfortunately, takes out two of your guys there, David and...
Oh, no, it's Josh and Matt.
Josh and Matt. Oh no! you hear one of them? They did this thing where they look at each other when they realize they had the diamond eye.
Knows how to throw.
Yeah, and they look at each other. Sorry, boss. We statue goes up array, and all hell breaks loose, and everyone starts joining in. You have one chance of. I would say, hey, roll me. I want you to roll me one more D100. This is for anxiety. Because you start to see things starting to glitch out. Yeah, okay. I give you a chance to do 2 actions because right now as you're going through and you're not sure if it's how crazy it is, but you feel like this place is shifting. Like everything's getting blurry. So you have a chance to do 1 or 2 things at this point as you start to see this thrall of people from different things coming in and starting to, like, you see fangs and blood everywhere.
I'm gonna tell my remaining boys to flee. Zon, Noel, Daniel, or Clint. It's Clint. That's the third.
It's Clint.
Daniel Clint.
Clint Daniels' his last name. He's got 2 first names.
One of Clint is like, nah, boss, rewrite and re-die, and he kind of does like he takes out like 3 sticks of dynamite in each hand, all light it up. He's planning to go down on the ship. Noel goes up and say, "Hey, no problem, boss. You don't have to tell me twice." He fails that, and he fucking trips on the dead bodies. Oh shit! And he breaks his neck on the on the thing.
What the hell? No.
Failed bad. And the other one, beats a 40. Oh no! He looks at you. I'm sorry, boss.
Oh no, Zon.
I'm gonna have to join them. And he does the Creed arms wide open thing as he's getting bit. And she's like, I can see the vision. I can see time. And he's starting the turn. So that's your one action. And then you start to see half of this town. You turn around and it's like engulfed in the fog right now.
Well, Big Iron ain't one to be afraid of a little fog. So I'm just gonna try to shoot as I'm running away.
Okay.
Try to get in the fog.
Yeah. You roll me a D100. You have to beat a 50. It goes either way. Oh. You start firing, but you're not sure what it is. You're not sure if you're panicking, but it's missing your shots. Even though you're like, no, I'm aiming it. But it's like it's not doing anything. Not doing anything. And then you fizzled into the fog. Never be seen again. No, you are now transported into this void. Mr. Big Iron, it is a pleasure. You hear a feminine, soft, soothing voice. You feel burning and sand. It's everywhere. You hate it. Mr. Big Iron, welcome to my palace. And you see it shift. You see this lady that looks and smells great. Scented. You haven't smelled anything like this in a long time. And you see her play with a bunch of cards in her hand. I'm Darrow. And you are Butch Big Iron, is that correct?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, take your time.
My reputation is known throughout, I guess.
Oh, listen. The leader of the Dynamite, is it the Dynamite Boys or Dynamite Guys? He's kind of like boys, guys, men, Dynamite. Something like that, right?
We couldn't count that high. There wasn't 12 of us, but I mean, we are the Dynamite Dozen.
You have been etched into history.
We're being optimistic.
Yeah.
We were thinking we'd get more. So
12, 16. I mean, in some places, I will say this, in some places, Butch, you were called the leader of the Dynamite Gods. That is for another story. I brought you in here for a reason. And a reason that you have a choice to help, but reason nonetheless. How do you guys say this? Someone fucked up. Is that, you familiar with that term? Someone fucked up?
Plant, yeah.
Yeah. The best way I can explain it in your terms, some Pinkertons in a different place decided to chase something and mess it up for everyone.
Goddamn Pinkertons chasing everything.
They chased everything. They were chasing about time, talking about moving forward. 5 steps forward, 5 steps back is 10 steps forward. It's but I need your help because their actions has caused problem. You probably have witnessed that. You saw that gun, right, from the Union boys talking about Vietnam, right? That did not happen for another 100 years in your time.
They're speaking of a place I'm not familiar of.
Well, you may, you may visit that place, but not this time. And then all of a sudden, she etched this. She snaps her fingers, and you see this big canvas. It looks like smokes and mirrors. You see a projection, potentially, like a something. And she says, "I'm going to need you to help 3 other people that I came with, and they're already there. Are you familiar with Germany?"
I don't believe I am.
Okay.
I know of the Brits.
Ah, well, they came further for where the Brits are, but they become your allies. However, if you choose to accept, and you will accept this, because I need your help, or you can go back to the hellish time, and I want you to zoom out, and you see this snowy field, and it's just an overhead view. Now, take a deep breath. It's overwhelming. Let me know when you're ready. You good, Butch? You good?
I feel like I need to make up for my lack of leadership. I feel like I just lost everything.
Ah,
I think it's awful.
I'll tell you what you lost, we can gain back. I promise you that, but I need your help for this. Do you believe her? Butch?
I do not.
And you don't
Little
have
lady,
to.
I've heard many a big tales.
Yes. And I don't blame you. The reason why I brought you here is because you are the dynamite boy, the dynamite man. And I'm going to need you and your boy, your future team, your team. Yes, I have created a team. They're going to need your help exploding things. And if you zoom in, if you can zoom in to the very bottom left, you see 3 people dressed up in all of these costumes you never seen. You see someone with how many swords do you have, Sun Sui, right now? 2, 3, 2. You see the one kind of looks like the same ethnicity as Lady Shui, but it's wearing really like heavy, maybe black red armor stained in blood, and you see him with 2 swords and he's swinging it.
Where are they at?
At the very so yeah, if you zoom in at the middle map, it's at the very bottom left. And you see a fist, an eye, and 2 swords of the snowy field. Oh no, up. You should see a big map that says Castle Doom.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You see it now? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right here.
Okay. I'm like, can you please? I was about to ask. Can you goddamn pointer for me?
Yeah.
You
And he's like,
banker.
sorry. You got, and he's like, enhance. And then you see the one with the 2 swords kind of like pumping itself up, right?
Yeah.
Then you see this one. He's wearing a uniform, but it's green. Silas, tell me what you're doing right now as you're in this cold. Can you please tell me what you're doing, Silas, as you're preparing for your mission? Oh, you're muted. You see him talk, but no sound is coming out. Is this guy right in the head? Okay.
Doing what I always do to prepare for
Hey,
missions.
did you hear me, boy?
I gotta steady my nerves, so I'm cleaning my rifle, cleaning my boots, making sure everything's in tip-top shape.
You see a rifle in his hands that is not like the Winchester, but not the black gun that you saw. But it does have that little periscope or that telescope on it, And you just see this guy. You see this guy. Are you wearing your helmet right now, or is it kind of canteen, or is it just like no helmet, just your uniform, some backpacks?
I don't have the helmet on right now.
Okay. You seem like he has the same mentality as some of the boys you served in the military, Butch, but much more focused. And then you see this other person. He's wearing something you don't see a lot in your era. He's wearing a fancy ass suit. Mr. Cruel, can you please explain to me what you're doing right now as you're getting prepared for this?
Mr. Cruel is just kind of taking his hands out of his pockets with his brass knuckles and just kind of shining them. You know, he's peeking around. He's not doing anything too crazy right now. He's just kind of he's observing.
Now, Butch, this guy, the one with the suit, he's one of the Brits, and yeah, just be careful. He may be on your good side, but he could also be on your bad side. His name is Mr. Cruel. Talk to him nicely. And this, he's from, long behold, 1980s Brits. Long time, I know. And then we have an American that you may enjoy. Served in the army, one of the worst I've ever seen of any lifetime. 1940s. He's unfortunately back at his second home, Germany. And we have someone from the 1800s, Japan. You don't know why she said it like that, but she said it's on his own wise. Japan. He's looking for something he lost a very long time ago, his honor. Kind of like how you're looking for your boys, your leadership. And I believe you guys have something in common. But before I tell you your mission, Butch, and she puts down on the hand, shuffling some cards. Now please, Dan, if you can, give me your first number between 1 and, let's say, 20.
You mean to pick a number or roll a d20?
Yep, pick a number. Pick a number. I'll give you a choice.
Boy's always been unlucky. He's a 6.
6? And she shuffles her cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She puts it down in the middle. Give me another number between 1 and 20.
13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Puts another card face down in front of you. And give me the last one.
Just number 1, baby.
Number 1. Okay. She sets the card. I'm actually doing this in reality too. There's 3 cards in front of you. 1 to your left, 1 to your middle, and 1 to your right. She says, I'll give you a choice. Either a past, a present, or a future. Which one do you want to flip the card over?
Oh, I need the present.
The present. And you picked the middle one. And you said the card. The card of justice. Nice. And she kind of smiles like, I believe you have completed the team. Team of the Empress, the temperaments, and the world. But we need a little justice. Butch, you're going to be my hand of justice. Now, there are 2 things, and by the way, everyone starts to hear this in their heads. Now, Big Iron, I have put you in contact and communication with the other 3. And they already know what the mission is, but I want you firsthand to know it. And then she zooms in. You see in the middle a castle. And inside the castle, you see someone sitting on the throne, almost wearing the same similar outfit of the gray, but it's a little bit more nice, a little bit more neater. Has a bunch of medals, and a couple of them has some eagles on it. But she says, you'll want to be careful of this one. The war's not over for this guy. The war just started. The war of the world. And you see half of his face is nothing but a skeleton. He is the secret general of the army. And he believes that the person that killed themselves was a coward. And he's the one to take over. It was fate for him. Actually, for it to take over. That is General Tufusaga. But that's not what's the problematic. Because of this time switch, he got some technology that never supposed to exist. Butch, what is the biggest vehicle you ever saw? Or robbed? Let's not cut and mince any words. What's the biggest thing you robbed or saw?
I did see a driving vehicle without a horse. About as big as a wagon. That's about it.
And she kind of whispers, fuck, Tesla made it there too. God damn it. Okay. Well, and then all of a sudden you hear a big whirling, like an earthquake. See. Coming from the east side. Can I? Big tank or vehicle just doing patrols around. That is its dominant Panzer, the demon tank. See it starting to. The general somehow got in contact with some. I know you won't believe this. Some demons, and they gave him, and she expanded out to the. If you look to the very far right of it, this is what you need to destroy. This should not exist. Once he calibrates this, it's going to nuke the world. And the demons want that to happen. And she kind of points out, you want to be very careful, because you are currently stuck behind the castle walls. So you got to figure out a way to penetrate the walls. Pause, everyone. I know the future, so pause. But you also want to be careful, because there are some demons patrolling, and you see them kind of walking around here in the village, here and over here. You may want to do a quiet approach. You may want to interrogate them to figure out how to get over. Once you get over, you want to be very careful. This is your job, Silas. There are some observers at the rooftops, and they are very dangerous at sniping. They will monitor, so you have to figure out a way to distract or how to sneak in. And you see on the rooftops 3 masked things on the rooftops, and they're not moving, but they're just they're just looking side to side with sniper rifles. And if you have to, main priority, it does a patrol every 5 to 10 minutes, and you see this thing goes back into thing. If you can, maybe destroy the barracks right here. And that's where you come in, Butch. We need your explosive ideas. Maybe touch base with Silas. He may know a thing or two about modern day. Sun Sui, you have the green light. You have probably the most quietest way of assassination. So feel free if you need to. And you, Mr. Cruel, figure out what you can do with these cannons. List out these 2 cannons here. It will make me very happy if you're able to not only destroy the demon tank, but to take care of the general. Ask him some questions, but I want to figure out what's going on with him. Butch, are you ready to take this job?
Little lady doesn't sound like I have much of a choice. You're offering me something that I don't believe is true, but what other options do I have?
Don't worry. Every successful mission, you're going to see my actions. And that goes for every one of you. I hate to say it, but the fate's in your hands. Dun dun dun! You know, some stupid music comes out. But yes, whenever you're ready, Butch, you can go through that portal.
I don't physically see a portal, I guess, on this screen.
Oh yeah, like right here, like, you know, like up here. So do you just go through the portal?
Yeah, just go through.
Okay.
Not a hesitator.
Okay. Roll me. Ooh, okay. You're gonna have to roll me D100. You're going to have to beat 45 because this is existentialism and emotion. Ooh, 4. Are you doing anything to change that? Because right now you don't believe this portal is gonna take you where you need to take you.
I don't believe it still.
Okay. You choose. So the portal comes in, and it takes you to
under the tank.
No, not that bad. Not that bad.
Under the tank sounds like where I want to be with my dad.
But right now, it takes you to like one of the northeast forests, right here, and you hear everyone go, oh fuck. Yeah, you're going to have to figure out a way to meet up. You can find something electronic. You may find some walkie-talkies. But from this point on, I cannot help you anymore. I can only observe.
Lady, you're saying a lot of 50-cent words.
Well, I'm not a wankster. Oh, wait, you don't know that one either. Find a way to communicate. Whatever you need to. If you know smoke signals, maybe someone can know smoke signals. I'll figure out a way. So now I'm going to explain to you, if you ever play these types of games, so everyone will have at least one action and one movement. So every time that one of you guys make a movement or an action, something happens in the stage. I guess in this
First
case,
question.
Yes.
Does he know, like, are we on the same page? Or do we even know this guy's here? Like, do we know
you realize that she was talking to someone, but you know there's a fourth person in there, and you hear her say you're gonna have to meet up with him somehow. He knows to boom boom explode things, and that's what you need.
Okay.
So everyone roll me a D100 and tell me who has the lowest, because this determines who goes first. 25.
Big old Butch.
29. Where's all these rolls coming from?
29, baby.
Silas,
Fitty.
right in the middle. Love it.
About 350.
52.
Got
Ooh.
you.
Okay.
Oh.
Butch. You are cold. It's snowing lightly. You hate the fucking snow. You don't deal with snow as much. But you're underneath some dead trees. And in front of you, you see some fire. And you see some rubble here. And you see some... And this is like a big ass, like, stone. So I'll give you 3 things. You can move. Oh, whoa, what is this?
Whoa, sorry, I didn't know what the heck that was.
Whoa. And you see a tank
what
just
the hell?
roll across. The shifting is way too much.
That's funny. Sorry, I didn't know what that was.
You see a Zeppelin burning, and you're like, what the fuck? Oh yes, Dan. So everyone will have at least 3 actions. They can do one thing mentally, observe. They can do one physical thing, and they can move up to a certain amount. And depending how well you roll, you may be doing it again, depending on how successful you are. Butch?
Well, obviously I gotta assess my situation a little bit.
Okay. What's in your bag? What you got? What is in your bag of tools?
Well, obviously he's got dynamite.
Okay. Roll me a D100. See how many you have. Oh! What is the most dynamite you ever carried? Let's say train job, bank job.
At max, he would carry 3 wrap sticks. So
Okay.
that would be like, let's just say there's...
Maybe like 7 per rack, maybe?
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
7.
Okay.
I was just in that 6, 7, or somewhere.
6. Okay. And then I didn't have enough time to add like an item list, but if you want to, you can jot down you have 3 wraps of dynamite equaling to 21 sticks. And you know you did well. Okay, what else would you have? What's the next thing?
He carries a tomahawk axe.
Tomahawk. Okay. I
Based
like that.
on time with, since he's kind of learned many from different cultures throughout now being in the West.
Gotcha.
Some people on the gang.
Okay. Tomahawk. What else? You get
That-
3 more items.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, I definitely carry my revolver,
Okay.
obviously.
Roll me a D100. See how many bullets you got.
Big money. No!
You only have enough for the 6. That was, by the way, you're the first person to roll 100, I think, in the history of me doing this. A perfect 100. Except, unfortunately, it's the opposite. High is bad, low is good. You only have enough for the 6 shots you got. However, you do know how to make bullets. Not that hard. You just need to find a place, some metal. You know, you do have like a, I guess you could say like a, I'm not sure at the time if you need like a bullet kit or like a, or just a mold. It's very easy. You just need to, you do got some gunpowder. And you just gotta figure out a way to make the mold of the bullet and put the gunpowder in there, and you got yourself your old fashioned. So you do have that knowledge. I'll give that to you.
Okay.
2 more items.
He definitely has a rope lasso.
Okay.
Kind of deal.
Roll me a D100s. Let's see how big that is. Pause. Matt, I see that face. 40? Okay. I would say it's a decent size, about 25 feet, 30 feet. So that it has multiple uses. You can use it to lasso people, but it also, if you find a way, you can use it to, like, you know, wrap onto something to grab or to pull down. So it's your one of your tried and trustees. Usually your tomahawk and your rope go hand in hand. It's been your tried and true. And you got 1 more item.
He'd probably just carry he'd probably just have a knife with him too.
Okay.
But yeah, you know what? I'll be more creative. He has some cigarettes.
Cigarettes? Okay. Roll me a D100. See how many of those lucky strikes you got.
Hell yeah.
43. You got yourself enough for a 2-pack. You know, again, this is what makes you really helpful because you get to, not only because of the gunpowder, but you also can wrap your own cigarettes too. So you have pretty good resource skills if you run out. It's just a fact of if you're not lazy enough to do it. But yeah, you are now situated. You got your tools. That's what you mostly have. What do you do?
Well, I know I need to find some people. He's just gonna. I mean, I've surveyed a lot of heist, so I'm just gonna try to maneuver my way forward to
Okay.
look around.
Okay. So you move around and you see it's awful. It was like one of the battles that you participated back in the America War. The War of Brothers. And it's worse than this. You see rubble everywhere. Wood, bricks, and you see some dead bodies. Like right here, you can smell a dead body there. And you do see a person that is wearing that gray uniform, but not of your brothers, but of the same as the general, but it has a flaming skull, and it's going back, and it looks like it's just checking around, surveying. It's holding looks like a Winchester rifle in its hands, and it's walking back slightly. Here, stops midway, looks down, and then walks back and just kind of stares at the wall.
Yeah.
It's here. So that's your
Just gonna hold for a moment. I mean, yeah, my third thing is I'm gonna light a cigarette.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can also add lighter to your cigarettes too. That would suck if you had a lighter and
I guess. Yeah.
Only like 12 matches.
Yeah. As you take a cigarette smoke, it's calming your nerves. Roll me a D100, and you have to beat a 65 because I'm adding your emotion to it. 88. Okay, so that is a 33 difference. So you're calming your nerves and it's happening, but nothing else comes out of it. You're not thinking of any questions or any observations. So again, the only thing that you know currently, besides what the Roja told you, is that you can physically see the patrol pattern. Goes up here, goes to the middle, stops, looks around, faces the wall, stops, goes back again. So it's like every increment stops midway, goes up, and you can't see it, not from your angle, but you know there's someone on top of this because he mentioned about some observers. Mr. Cruel, it's your turn. You got somewhat of your mission. What do you do?
So we're in the bottom left, and which icon am I?
You are the fist.
Hell yeah.
The fist of the world.
All right, so I'm kind of looking around. This guy that you're moving to and fro, is he like a sentry, assumably?
Yes, that is. You see him at the very edge from where you are, and you see a green, like a grayish uniform, but you only see like it's dragging a sword right now. It's just dragging a sword. It's making those footprints, and every so often, like every maybe 2 minutes or two, it goes back to the edge. Okay. Thank you, Dan.
All right,
good picture. Good picture.
So I look at my two compatriots. I kind of like glare them up and down, just lightly, and then walk on past. And my goal is I'm gonna sneak up behind this thing, and see what I can do to twist its neck.
Okay, so I want you to roll. Yeah, we're gonna do a straight up physicality check. Roll me a D100, see if you beat a 47 to see if you can sneak. That's a 92. That is more than half. So right now you are walking and you have the idea, but you are a hefty motherfucker, so you can hear the footsteps. Are you doing anything to try to fix that? Would you like to re-roll? Or are you just like, nah?
I mean, he's he's kind of doing the he's aware that like I got nice shoes on. I'm trying not to muddy him up with the snow too much.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna make you reroll. So that one is more logic. So I'm gonna add a 24 to that. That brings it up to 71. So you're just like, okay, logic. So you have to beat a 71. Roll D100 again to see if you pass this. 7. Okay. Could you please do your best, like, I can't, hey, these shoes are mint. I can't fuck this up. What would Mr. Krull say? Midway, like, I can't do this. Gotta do it right.
I'd be into it. I'd be like, fucking hell, I'm getting my shoes all fucking muddied up just to kill this fucking wanker.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
He's gonna feel it fucking wrath.
Okay, so you stop like right where the tree is, right there, and you get a better look at this thing. It looks around, doesn't see the footprints you made, but you see its face, and it just looks rotten. That's it. Looks rotten. Lifeless eyes, and it is carrying a sword. And it's like, You do see, unfortunately, a dead body next to you. A woman wearing a flower dress and some boots, unfortunately perished. And it slowly walks away. Okay, that was your movement. You got 2 more actions. One of them is kind of more of like a mental, I'm observing something, and then you have the real action. So what would you like to do now?
Classify real action for me.
Real action would be like, I'm going to go ahead and try to snap this guy's neck. Like a physical action,
Okay. And then you said the other one is like a mental action, like what am I thinking?
What I'm thinking, what am I observing? Kind of like how am I, like another way of putting it is like, am I prepping for this?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Like right now, the only thing you're observing is like, you're just observing its pattern of walking and patrolling. It's like it's like a robot. It's just no mind, no matter. It's just doing the same thing. So you have a good sense of when to attack, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm gonna do the physical action first, which is trying to grab this fucker.
Okay. You're just gonna grab him. Okay.
Grab it by the. Yep.
Okay. Are you okay? Behind, in front, side. Please describe this.
So I'm kind of like crouched behind this log, right? I'm gonna wait until this young man, I can't flip him, but like this young man is the other way, and I'm gonna kind of come up, and I'm gonna do like
this,
a snap down method. Like I'm aware that he's like some form of undead.
Yeah.
So I'm aware that like potentially just breaking his head, or breaking his neck won't be enough. So I'm putting. Mr. Kroll's putting some gust in it because he snapped a lot of necks.
Okay.
So he is.
And cashing checks, right? And cashing checks.
He's putting some pepper on.
Snapping necks, cashing checks. Might.
Yeah,
okay.
It's kind of like kind of a downward snap into his knee kind of situation because he's aware that he's gonna have to like really mustard this bitch.
Okay. You thought about this? I like this. You roll a D100. You have to beat a 71. You put some. No, you have to beat a 54 because that's strength and logic. You thought about this. You have to beat a 50.
And it's lower than 54, right?
Yeah, you have to beat a 54 or lower. Yes. So you come on in.
He's really good at snapping.
Do you have like a war cry or anything, or are you just like, nah, business? Is this all business?
No, it's I just complete the task and then I immediately just like take a piss on him. Kind of situation.
Okay, so you come in and you like, you put so much weight, and you guys hear this. You hear 2 snaps: snap of his leg, and a snap of its neck, and 4 sounds: zip, okay. Silas, it's now your turn.
The last thing I was going to do real quick is the mental thing is I'm looking at my suit that's got just like a little bit of like kind of like I guess residue grit from this guy, and he's just like, fuck, I'm gonna have to pay my cleaner.
It's
Extra for this one.
it's some purple. It's some purple stuff. Like more on the cuff of your of your arms, because that's where you snap. That's where you did most of the work. It's some purple stuff. Okay.
But zero remorse. Nothing about the dead body. It couldn't faze me less.
Okay. Silas,
Yes, sir.
you hear those sounds very quick. Snap, snap, zip. Tss. Ah, fuck. My clothes. You hear that?
So,
I know.
being that I am in somewhat familiar territory, I'm a little on edge as it is.
Yep.
How tall is this wall right here, and how much of this general area can we see?
It's in different increments because the walls unfortunately looks like has went through hell, but you say depending around average 10 to 15 feet, 10 to 15 feet. So not too bad. You may be able to climb it if needed, but you may have to be a little bit creative to do so with the current resources you have. By the way, forgot to ask you. I gotta ask the same thing to. I'll ask you later, Josh. But what items do you have? What's the first item you have?
How many
Silas?
do we get?
Everyone gets 5.
Obviously got my sniper.
Okay, done. Roll me a D100 to see how many bullets you have, not including your aposta bullets. That's another story. That's another story for you. 22. I would say you have about 3 magazines worth of normal bullets, and each magazine is, I believe, 7 bullets.
7.
7, yeah. So 21 bullets, and then you have the aposta bullets.
10.
10 aposta bullets.
10, yes.
Yep.
2
So you
have
have
been.
that.
I keep the casings. Yep.
So I'll call that 2 items. What's the third item?
I got my silver cross necklace.
Okay. Number 4.
Gotta have it. I do have a combat knife.
Okay. Good. And number 5.
I have a like a little journal that I keep that
Okay.
like half of it is like I'll draw out like my surroundings where I'm at, because like, you know, I'm always scoping things out, and then half of it's like letters that I'm writing to someone back home.
Okay. Okay. Now that we get it established, what do? You observed. It's 10 to 15 feet, various levels.
Yeah, so I'm not really able to see over it. How tall is this building right here?
This building is like a normal house, so it's probably like, I see. If you had to guess, if you're including the rooftop, probably like 20 feet. To give you even further, it's probably about like maybe a 7 to 10 feet gap between the roof, the edge of the roof, and this. If I'm thinking what you're thinking.
Yeah, I was gonna try to climb it. That's probably a little too high.
You can check if the house has a second floor. See if there's any way to climb out of it. You can do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Let's do it.
All right, roll me a logic check, which is you have to beat a 25, D100. Oh! A 3. You, with your eyes, you don't not only know about this building, but you know about this building and this building. So this one has 2 floors, and judging based on your architecture, you know there is an attic that you can get out and climb this. This one is 1 floor. It's like a barn, so you can figure out a way. And this one is more of a newer brick building. It has 2 floors to it, and based on your experiences with these types of places, there usually is like an attic that you can get out of as well. So 2 of these buildings, you know for a fact you can get to the rooftop, no problem.
Attic means windows. I like that.
So you have that.
My movement, I'm gonna go into the 2nd floor of this building.
Okay. And are you 2nd floor? And are you climbing to the rooftop, or are you looking for anything else?
I am going to, yes, climb to this side of the rooftop.
Okay. I want you. Ooh, okay. I'm going to roll a physical stamina check on you. Did do some climbing, and it is cold.
Mm-hmm.
You have to beat a 42. That is currently a 41 difference. So you are fuck, like you're not used to this sort of climbing as much. Are you doing anything to mitigate that? Because you are winded, out of breath currently.
No.
Okay. Yeah. No damage because you didn't fall off. You're okay, but you stop moving from this point. You have to take a few. Okay.
Yep.
Now, for your mental part, are you observing the area? Are you thinking about things? What are you doing? Because that's your movement.
Yeah, I'm actually going to use my scope to just take a glance around the area.
Okay. So I would say probably see if there's anything in this vicinity, like this area, like like the bottom quarter of the place, right? So
Yep.
I need you to roll. Actually, yes. No, this is against you too. So I'm going to roll another D100. This is a rationality check because you're seeing things that you haven't fucking seen before in your life. Okay, 58. That is a 21 difference. So you're trying to comprehend what's going on. Are you doing anything to fix that? Because right now what you do see is Mr. Cruel taking the biggest piss you ever seen on this thing, which, by the way, is still alive. But it can't move. It's like, because it's pissing in its mouth. So you're just like, what the fuck's going on? Like, what is this? But what also is disturbing is like this person, or it's not human. It's just grayed out. You've heard of stories before, but you thought it was hogwash about the enemy army building a super soldier involving dead. And this is kind of like, it's drinking lemonade right now. You do see the observer sniper here, and you see his flesh just burning, but it's not even. And you see a tail, and you see burning, and you see it's carrying. It's like it's prone right now, and it's using its weapon to observe things, but you've never seen this weapon before. It looks like it's made of living flesh. Like a sniper bullet. This one's too far for you a little bit because of White's position. You do see something like this, but instead of a weapon like a gun, you see again a living flesh thing that's like a bow and arrow, and it's already cocked out, and it's just observing and moving. You see an eyeball on that thing. So you are trying to rationalize what the fuck's going on, and it's a 21 point difference. Do you do anything to try to mitigate that?
I do one thing that always helps me in these type of situations.
Okay.
I grab a necklace from my chest.
Okay.
As I'm holding it, I'm kind of mumbling the words. Thou that plot evil against you and devise wicked schemes, they cannot succeed, for you will make them turn their backs when you aim at them with drawn bow. So I'm just kind of like going through some of my religious text.
Okay. So that's your spirituality. I want you to roll a D10 and a D8, because that is your spirituality roll. We'll see how much you can mitigate this damage of 21. 14? Okay. And so that's a 14. Are you going to roll? Is that more your beliefs or is that more your superstition?
Beliefs.
Beliefs. So on that 14, roll me a D10 on top of that, because that's your stronger one.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly 21. You barely got back to reality. You didn't take any mental damage, but you have to take note. This is the reality right now. And they are still wearing that gray uniform, so they have to be the enemy. And that's all you do for now. because you took so much, so that was your everything.
These damn Germans.
Sun Sui, you're up. By the way, somehow you guys are so interconnected that you can almost see what your fellows are seeing right now. It's like you're mind linked. So whatever Silas saw, you saw. Whatever Butch is not Butch, Crew was pissing on, you're like, okay, not cool, but all right. So Sunsweet, it is now your turn.
All right.
So you know what's going on. You know, you're aware.
I'm going to attempt to get on top of the roof here to go after masked individual there.
Okay, so are you going to go on the same rooftop as Silas, or are you going to go to the other roof here that Silas kind of like, no, I know what's going on. This that's right on the second floor that you can go to.
Wait, okay, so the wall between us, like, I can't see into that room, or this person can't see, it's the guy that's on top of here?
Right now, no. He is currently looking at, based on everyone else's findings, he's currently looking more toward this courtyard here, but not looking here at all.
So we're just looking to basically try to finish this person off at the moment.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'll do.
I'm just gonna dash to like the side of him and stab him.
Wait, this guy? So the question is, how do you get over that wall? It is 10 to 15 feet. Yeah, that's why I ask you which rooftop.
Right, I understand. Okay,
because this is a wall that's pretty hard to climb normally, unless you have. Actually, let me just ask you this.
So you said that? Okay, you said this wall right here, the gray one, is 10 to 15 feet.
But right now, 10 to 15 feet. Yeah, it's on various levels. Yeah.
And the wall that I'm like next to, what is? You said this is like a monument or building?
This one is like a building, like a house, and you knew that Silas was able to get onto the rooftop because there's like an attic. There's also another building here, the red one next to the pissing zombie, that you can also get to the rooftop as well.
How far is the between the building and the wall here?
Well, which one? The left one or the right one?
The red one here.
The red one? If you had to take a guess, it's if you do well enough, it's pretty easy to jump over or even on the wall. The wall looks like it's pretty thick to at least, jump on and not lose your balance. But which brings me to my next question at this point. What's your fit? What's your backpack? What 5 items do you have on you? I'm assuming one of them is your 2 swords, right? One of them is your 2 swords.
Correct.
Okay, so that's 1. What's number 2?
Let's see here. I always have a deck of cards.
Okay. Okay. Deck of cards. 2, 3.
Some type of water skin.
Okay. Yep. Roll me D100. Let's see how much it's full. Yeah, it's half full, so it sloshes a little bit. Nice water or alcohol, whatever you like. Number 4.
Let's do a bedroll.
Okay, got easy.
Actually,
do I
want to do bedroll? Yeah, we'll do bedroll.
Okay, and the last one.
I want to have I don't even know what they call them, but those Japanese daggers that they use to stab themselves.
Oh, okay. Like a ceremony, harikiri.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So, yep, 2 swords and then one personal ritual dagger, which can still hit. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, your choice. Where do you like to go?
So I basically want to. Because if it's 10 to 15 feet, if I kind of want to bounce either between them, the 2 buildings, and hop up on the ledge, because I want to basically sneak up, or we'll see if he hears me as I hop up the ledge.
So, and you want the red building, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like that would be an easier distance.
Easy here. Yep. It's what Silas expected. You see an attic, you go into the window, and now you're currently on the rooftop, and you see right now. The guy on flames with. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna have you roll too. I want you to roll a D100 against your mentality, a 22. So you have to beat a 22. D100. 65. That's a 43 difference. You don't know what the fuck you're seeing right now. Again, you see the eyeballs coming from the gun. You haven't even seen that sort of gun before. And you see a person on fire right now, just chilling, just looking around. So
Can I make that gap? So is the building like still above me here?
Yep.
When I get up on the wall.
So so you can try to attempt a physicality jump to see if you can jump on this. It's too far for you to jump that one, for this cross, but you can jump this one. You can try at least, which is a straight physicality, and see if you can land it. But that'll be your one action.
Okay. I basically want to try to jump across. I mean, I'm gonna call it lightly as I can here, but we'll just see if I can make it, I guess.
Yeah. D100, beat a 71. Oh, that's a 12 difference. You jump up, and unfortunately, because it's wet, you slip and you land on top. But now you're starting to like lose your balance. It's a 12 difference, so you failed it. But are you doing anything to catch yourself? I'll have that I can give you that opportunity if you want to. So you are currently like, oh.
Let's see. I'm trying to think what I did if I was shit my pants. I basically. I don't even know how you say it. Oh my god. I'm a bit. Oh, okay, I gotcha. So as I start to like lean backwards, my sword like basically kind of like stops at the edge and kind of like nudges me forward, like it wouldn't allow me to like slip off the edge. Like it kind of was like.
Gotcha. Try to use as leverage. Okay.
Yeah, like it just kind of randomly helps him out.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm going to use that as your logic, as like your instinctively your body. So that is a 76. I'm going to see if you beat your fate. That one. So I have to beat this. You have to beat 91. No, you. Unfortunately, it was way too late for you to do that. And unfortunately, you fall down. And you fall down from 13 feet. So you. Okay, not bad. You take 1 point of heart damage, so it goes from a 75 to a 74. If you want to. Oh, actually, I forgot to tell you guys. So on your sheet, I did do a damage tracker. So Zahn, you can just put down for 1 in heart. Just put down 1, and it automatically takes care of that. Put down 1 point of damage for heart. See. Oh, 1 second. Equals 75 minus sum of. There you go. Perfect. So a little bit more embarrassing because that's something you should do, but you did see something though. You can try it again on the next turn, or you did see a ladder right here in the middle as you're up there with another one of these things kind of patrolling around. Anything else you want to do for your mental before I bring it back to Big Iron?
Yeah, shake the hair, snow off my head. And...
Okay. All right, Butch. Spent some time. You did see the tank. And you see eyes upon eyes on this bat. Can you give me your what the fuck Butch moment?
What in tarnation?
See it just crawling around, crossing it. Roll me a D100. This is an anxiety check because you've never seen this shit before. 40. Okay. No cigarettes did the body good. You calmed down. You didn't feel anything weird with your body. You're just basically saying, okay, this is my reality now. And you do see this tank. This thing is one of the biggest you ever seen. Pause. It goes back. And you notice that when it happens, you notice that the flaming skull actually is the one that opens and closes the door slowly. It's a big door, and you see that when the skeleton kind of salutes it, opens the door, and the tank goes back out. And in there. So, what would you like to do? You're starting to see the pattern.
I'm trying to observe, like, what's going on with this.
Okay. Yes. So you do. I'm glad because you do see like flames, kind of like picture like one of those gaudy bars that has like an airplane at the top or something, and like something. It reminds you of that. Like you seen like the shittiest saloon that has like a paper horse at the top, except this is a real life boat or ship. You see, spouting off fires and flames. So you do see that there, made of wood. You can try to see if there's a way to climb up. That would definitely take one of your mental observation actions.
So,
or you could move around to get yourself a
my
better vantage point.
observation is trying to see how visible I think I am from like this region, since it's way up.
Okay.
On top.
Roll me a D100. You have to beat a 55. God damn, you were good. So the problem is, so you start to observe from the corner. So besides avoiding this thing, right? If you're under here, the problem is up here. These observers. Because you're looking at them and it looks like they're just monitoring. They got such a vantage point that they're turning. And you notice that for this one, see what you think is a red dot. You see a red light coming from one of the eyes here. Oh. And of course, you don't see the red dot when it looks like it's hitting one of these things, the rubble. But you do see a red dot on the wall, then it disappears. Then you see one here, and goes back. If you time it right, you know its pattern, so you can avoid something. You feel that if you go beneath this part, this won't see you because it's blocking this. But then you have to figure out what to do with this thing.
Is that where that's at right now?
It is currently it's currently going back to the bottom to face the wall for some odd reason. But yeah, it's currently here, about to go face the wall. And by the way, and since you rolled well for that, you have another observation check, if you wish. The better your roll, the better chances you get another chance, whether it's an action or an observation or a mental. And you still haven't done anything for your movement either.
So these are bodies and rubble.
The wood and the thing, yes. You see, it's like pretty high up. Like it's high enough to block your body just standing. These things. Like that's how bad this place is. You don't know how much rubble there is that caused this, but it's pretty bad.
I guess I feel like it would be something I didn't think about, but I feel like it would have been a given that I have a wire for the wicks of
yes,
dynamite.
Of course.
So I want to move assuming I feel like whatever this creature is looking away from me, maybe.
Yeah, we can do that.
I
Yeah,
want
you're
to try to
timing it.
time it.
Where are you moving to?
But so before I move up, I'm gonna make a long wick of dynamite,
Okay.
just a long stick, a decently long one. So I'm gonna, because I want to light it. I want to put it next to whatever this weird device is that this thing has opened and closed.
Okay. So you're trying to find like a vantage point where it does like the most damage. And it's not-
Yeah, I would like to whatever device I feel like he's
Okay.
opening and closing or something.
Okay. Yeah. So kind of like a hinge or something, or so. Is the purpose trying to collapse it, or like destroy the door and just make a rubble where it can't? Like, what are you trying to do, or what's the purpose?
My goal is to destroy this thing that's opening the door, I guess.
Okay,
Is I
okay.
have to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So I don't feel like I would use more than.
Okay.
I'd probably just stick one stick of dynamite on it.
Okay. This one, okay, that's not bad. Like, you're pretty. I would say roll a d100. This is a straight mentality plus a little bit of bonus. I would say beat a 65. You are rolling well today. Yeah, you know exactly. You kind of survey it. And it's like, oh, okay, it's very modern, but a door is a door. And you feel that if you kind of put it near the bottom of where it hinges, where all the movement is, and you explode it, it can cause some damage, especially for one stick of dynamite, where it stops or gets jammed, I guess you could say. So you know the exact amount you need to basically stop it from moving, getting it jammed, and makes it very difficult to get out, if that makes sense. And to a point where you don't need a lot to do that. So you probably have a good idea of how much dynamite you need to and powder, so it kind of makes a little sound. It's one of your bank jobs, very easy, like a gate.
Yeah.
You had to get Clint, rest in peace, out of the territory because he was busting up people and sleeping with so many hookers. Where he was overnight at a jail, and you bust him open by the gate, and no one knew the wiser because it was late at night and everyone's sleeping. So you know that. You're very smart about that.
Clint Daniels. Yeah. So I want to use my movement to.
Okay. And as you move, you see
Try
this.
to- Yep.
And right now, there is no red dot. The red dot is actually following this thing right now. You're timing it right. Good stuff. So, yes. So now you are blocked from this, and this is currently here. So it is almost at the time for it to turn around. About a minute.
Well, I guess I'm gonna put my dynamite down and walk away and light it like behind here, I think.
Okay. Gotcha.
I want to do.
Gotcha. So, okay, are you just putting the dynamite just in plain sight?
I mean, I want to put it buried where I think it's going to be
Okay.
most
Gotcha.
effective.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha. Yeah. And you light it?
yep.
Okay. Stops here. It lights it up. Give me an anxiety check. Oh, lucky you. D100, beat a 73. Ooh, it is 8. So, unfortunately, because he didn't account for the wind, you see some of the snow starts to bust out and start reviewing some of the wires. It's only 8 points, so you can retry if you want. You just got to tell me what you're doing to make this different, because right now some of the stuff is exposed. Currently, he's not close enough to pay attention to it, but once he gets to that door, he's going to look at it. Are you doing anything to mitigate that? 8-point difference, not too bad.
How could I mitigate that? Would be the question. Is it me? Is this how this is? It how this works? Is me doing something different or something in this moment?
Yeah. So in this case, I'm giving you a choice. So you have to be creative. The question is, how do I let this thing go off and no one notice it? And so the question is, how do you not make a noise? Can you A, do something to the environment? You know, to like put more snow on it, for example? Or do I need to take care of the person that could potentially look at it? You know what I mean? So you got different choices here.
Yeah,
Getting
I
closer.
feel like Butch's reaction. How far do I think this is?
I would say it's about a good 5 to 10 feet. You're not too far.
How far is the creature from me?
The creature is about roughly the same, 5 to 10 feet from the opposite direction, but it's currently looking at just a specific point. It has to look. It has to be very close because right now it's like a robot. Only looking at one thing.
I want to. Oh, I'm just gonna do something fucking wild. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Tell me. The fate binder will decide how wild this is.
I feel like I would take my rope, and I'm gonna try to lasso something over here to make it fall.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna have you. Oh, the anxiety check was 73. That's a logic. You're looking at things, so that is going to be an 88 to beat. Roll me, and I'm gonna roll it now to see if you define fate. Yes, barely, but yes. You notice that up here are like icicles and snow up there. And if you just hit it right enough, pause, you can probably get some snow to drop or some icicles. You wished, so you have the choice to do so.
I'm gonna do so.
Okay. Physicality, please. Your action. 96. So it's taking you a little bit longer because you're counting for the win. Counting for the win. How do you count for the win?
Very carefully.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna add your emotion to that one. Your heart's pumping. That's 89 to beat. Can't go wrong with 89. Yeah, 14. You let it go. And you did it enough that you don't make any noise, and it hits a bunch of these snow to the point where the zombie flaming skull looks up and see what the fuck, and it stops and it looks up and then as it's looking up, it covers dynamite. You hear that sound, and because he did so deftly, you only see the little poof underneath the snow. All of a sudden, you hear this sound. The flaming skull is trying to open the door, and it's not budging. You see and you hear it talk underneath in a language you're not familiar with. God. And then see the mask. Hear some sounds from the roof. One of the masked men come up and starts talking and trying to open the door too. Not budging. They're trying to figure out how to open this door. And you hear shouts from the door. And it's referring to these two things. And they're speaking in a language you don't understand yet. It seems like there's an issue. Mr. Cruel. That was a long piss. You see the zombie looking at you with like, not cool, dude, eyes. But it can't move. You broke its neck. You broke its leg. It's squirming. You realize from everyone's actions that at least the door to the barracks has been jammed. Good job, Butch. What do you do?
The door to the barracks. From where I'm at right now,
Mhm.
is there any way over that wall, or do I have to keep kind of going forward, or?
Well, you have some people have some ideas that can jump it. Now, of course, your samurai friend kind of ate shit, unfortunately. So it is kind of like, motherfucker, god damn it.
Right.
But it did notice that there was a ladder over here in the middle that you could probably take. But of course, you notice that there's some patrolling going around. Well, you have some options.
In this style of gameplay, can I call upon the other two that are over here with me, or it has to all be just like what I do, and then my 3 options, and then when it gets their turn, their options?
Right now, because you don't know, the best I'm going to explain this is because you don't know much about each other. It's kind of like okay, I'm going to do my own thing. Maybe if we develop a rapport, we can do that. But right now, it's like, I don't know you. I know you're capable, but hey,
They don't know me, son.
Yeah.
Sure. So Mr. Cruel finally stops taking a piss on this thing that's kind of just like stuck vegetable style looking up at him, and he looks down and he says, "Disgusting," spits on it, and
not cool, bro.
Is that what that what the zombie
says? Yeah, not cool.
I imagine it would sound a little bit more gargled, personally, but...
Oh, no, it swallowed it, by the way.
Pause. Wait.
Yeah.
Brother. Mr. Cruel is going to start, because, he's a logical man. He knows he's got shit to do, so he's going to start making his way towards the ladder.
Okay, yeah. Are you going from the top or from the bottom? Like, are you going where Sun Sui ate shit, or are you going bottom here?
I guess bottom then. If our ninja didn't make it, I'm not making it that way.
You're not gonna pull the Allen Iverson and walk over him, kind of thing.
No.
I will say this: as you walk through one of the villages, you do see a clothesline, and one of them is a gray uniform down here. That's kind of just dry, but that's one of the things you do notice, whether you choose to or not. And as you're walking through, you do see a zombie. Actually, you do see another guard. This one has horns at it, and a tail, and he turns around and kind of stays in the middle of the courtyard for a little bit. So, and then you also see like a chain fence here. Do you do anything from what your observations currently, or just continue the way?
So the suit that I see is the same one that the little zombie dudes are wearing, right?
Yes, it is an army uniform of the gray. Some of the people back at unfortunately back in the UK that acquaintances have that sort of paraphernalia. Not a fan of it because fuck them, but it is that kind of uniform.
Does it seem like it's relatively clean, hanging there on the wire?
Surprisingly, yes. It is very crisp and clean. No blood on it. It's gray. See some metals on it.
Mr. Cruel takes it begrudgingly and he puts it over his pinstripe suit.
Okay. So is it just more of the jacket you're putting on right now? And that's it, not the pants, just the jacket.
No, he's throwing both on. He's
Okay.
throwing both on, just over top.
You're very warm. You are very warm right now. You're wearing double layers.
It's kind of snowy out though, so I feel like he's trying to. The dual wall insulation isn't a bad thing for him.
Yep. Perfect. Yeah, you are currently dressed up, and you got the hat too. Okay.
So I'm now wearing the garb.
Yes.
The goal is to make it 2, so I'm here at the chain fence, right?
Correct.
Okay, what is this? Can you paint me a picture of what this fence looks like?
Picture like a normal neighborhood fence, so it's about maybe waist, maybe a little bit higher than your waist.
Okay.
You don't see a door, so the only way through it is probably kind of hopping it over.
Okay, and then how did Shinsui not make it over? Just so I'm more.
Oh, you saw him in your mind's eye. He slipped jumping and he got to the top of the wall, and he was about to slip because he messed up, and then he tried to put his sword down, but he did it too late, so he just ate shit.
But that wasn't the chain link fence. That was the big wall, right?
That was the big wall. He was trying to jump from the roof to the wall.
Okay. All right. So you said it's like kind of like waist height. So
Waist height, yeah.
Mr. Cruel kind of takes just like, you know, not like a full run, but like, you know, kind of a gymnast kind of like jaunt towards it.
Okay.
Grabs the top of it, both palms, and is gonna try to swing himself over.
Yeah, D100. You have to beat a 65. 75, sorry. Beat a 75.
Okay, my shit's lagging, so sorry. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay. Lagging minus 20 for that.
No, fuck.
50, yeah. Perfect. Yeah, you don't even need your hands on this one. You jump over, bada bing, bada boom, and you see the kind of hornish looking thing, and it looks at you and stares at you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it salutes you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All clear right now, sir. It is speaking to you in English for some reason, but you understand it, and he could basically say, "All clear, sir. No one here except for the dead body. Seems like there is a problem with the door." And you hear a little sound coming from his shirt. Yeah, looks like the old door is not working once again, so he's gonna take some time to fix it. Anything on your end, sir?
Mr. Cruel, he states to him, he says, we're gonna need to get that fucking door open, hey. Quickly.
Okay. And you hear you see the horn thing kind of laugh. You failed it. trying to work on your British accent there. That's pretty good. Working on a British accent. Fuck the British. You know. That's why this war's gonna start over. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's kind of scary because it means real, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, fuck the British. Absolutely. Anyways, what I was saying was, get that fucking door open, mate.
Yes, sir. We'll try what we can. I mean, it looks like the general is kind of pissed out. You can actually hear him, and you hear some screaming, like really loud, in incoherent, like kind of Germanic demon language right now. He's not happy about that. He's trying to say all hands on deck. I'm trying to avoid him right now, so. But if you want to go talk to him, sure. But I mean, you are the second highest in charge, and he kind of points to your medal. There, it has a lion medal. Lieutenant General, sir.
And I say to him, and actually, you're going to approach him right now, and you're going to say it was your idea, that you think that door should be open right now. And you're going to send anyone else in this area to do that same thing right fucking now. And if I have to mention this again to you, sir, well, that'll be a different conversation.
Okay. I want you to roll. You have to. That was pretty good. I like that. You have to beat a 65. See how convincing you are. And then you hear him speak, Yahoo! And then he starts talking to this little thing he has, and he's relaying it. Attention, everyone! All hands on deck! Lieutenant General. Sorry, what's your name? Really sorry. What's your name again?
You can call me Mr. C. Let's just simplify things, eh? You're in my fucking way.
Lieutenant General C, request all hands on deck. He is awake from his nap. Lieutenant General C, request all hands on deck. General, we do have it covered. Thank you. Sorry. And you just hear a big scream in like a Germanic demon. God damn! Hear the doors of the castle shut. And all of a sudden, Butch, you see more people start running. And you're just seeing 4, like you can smell them. That's how close you are. But they're just trying to get this open, and they are. Does not go into they're trying to bash the door with their guns. No trigger discipline, by the way. They are currently all bundled up now. Lieutenant General C, permission just to do patrols and not open the door.
Permission denied. Get your fucking ass over there now.
Fuck! And you see it starts climbing. Lieutenant General. And you hear mutter too. Just fucker think that and shit with that little lion motherfucking god. And you see another one. This one, Butch, you kind of see it more ordering it around as opposed to doing the physical work. Kind of reminds you of Clint. Okay. Anything else that you're doing right now?
Physically, can I move any further or no? Is that kind of like
you can move up to this if you want to.
Yeah, I would say I absolutely move up to this. But then I kind of shout, I know I'm not boys with Shinsui, or is Silas over here still as well?
Silas is up there using his, you hear him going like, Lord, please give me the strength. Like he's muttering into a silver cross. You notice that's his thing. When things feel like it's not going right, they were listening. Everyone's listening to this.
Okay.
But yeah, they can hear
but
you.
You're on the same side of the wall as me though, correct? It's only the butcher that's over there.
Yeah, the butcher's the only one over there. You're like right next to the wall, and you can climb it if you want to.
Silas and Sui are over with me, right?
Yeah, right now, currently. Well, Sun Sui is currently bathing in snow.
Okay, all right. Well, I kind of shout out towards their direction. I say, "Oi! I've cleared a path. When you're done playing in the snow and you're done speaking to your gods, why don't you join me on this other side of the wall and let's let some true blood rain." And I start to just, I don't know if I'm allowed to crawl over the wall, but I start traversing.
Yeah, you can climb up to basically where your head's, you can see good stuff. And you start to see these little things. You see the door kind of halfway open, and you see the general kind of muttering a little bit. But Silas, you hear what's going on, and you hear the commotion. And I want you to tell me what you're doing right now, or what you plan to do.
I know I cleared this whole mental thing, but it's still kind of got me pretty jacked up at this point.
Okay.
The prayers helped a little bit, but
yes.
In the back of my mind, and because it's such a familiar landscape, it's almost like starting to hear some gunshots happening around me, starting to lose it a little bit.
Okay, PTSD. Okay, so you're shell shocked, I guess, and during that time, PTSD didn't exist.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know that I could see a little bit of the enemy right here, and I see our boy trying to go over this wall.
Yes. So you do see this one. This one is fully paying attention to the bullshittery that's happening next to Butch, and you actually see this other thing with the bow and arrow from what you think you read from The Hobbit, because that was released back in 1940s or so. Actually, kind of puts its bow and arrow down and kind of surveying what the hell is going on. So they are currently looking all directions here.
So, once again, still a little shell-shocked. See my boy going over, or this guy I'm with going over. See these two. This one has a gun, or weapon that I don't really understand.
Yep.
So I'm like, hey, enemy, 2 o'clock.
Okay.
So I try to yell at him to let him know.
Okay.
And
Noted. They know it.
while all this is happening, we're loading one in the chamber.
Okay. Click, click. It's loaded. Who you're aiming at?
Mm-hmm. Because I don't know what he has. Aiming at this one.
Okay. This one.
Yeah.
Do you fire? Or do you prep? Do you do anything? Or are you just gonna go straight? Do you observe? You got one in the chamber. You're ready if you want to, maybe.
The only prep that I do is a little prayer as I get my cheek down to the rifle.
Okay.
So as I'm doing that, I'm like, Lord, guide the lead through the wind and the rain. Let it fly straight to the heart of the wicked. That the righteous may walk in peace.
Okay.
And then I pull the trigger.
Okay. Roll me a D100. This is an anxiety. You have to beat a 74. Me too. Where do you hit? Where are you hitting this guy?
Aiming for the head.
Okay. And explodes. And only one person heard this. This guy. Because he's still in his peripheral. So this guy falls down with his phallic-looking gun. Actually, and he looks at you. And he is going to release an arrow at you.
Mm-hmm.
This is Heart Protect. And you see this arrow. How do you prepping yourself for this? You see him about to fire.
I'm trying to roll down, not like off the roof, but like
Okay.
down this ledge a little bit.
Okay. That's your physicality. So your body plus your physicality. That is going to be a 44. This is your first fate event.
Mm-hmm.
No. That is a straight up 92. A 48 difference.
Ooh.
So this thing has you locked and sighted. That rolling is not going to help you. Are you going to do anything different to mitigate this? Or are you going to take that damage?
Uh,
How would you do things different? If you choose to do so.
I mean, the only thing I would try, and it's going to be not my usual precision, would be try to get a shot off
Oh!
as quickly as possible.
Okay. Shit. So you're just going to be like, I got to fire now. So you're rolling and okay, you're going to fire. Okay.
Because I think I shoot the one, and then kind of out of my peripheral as it's happening, he notices me, and I kind of see him looking my way and getting ready.
Okay.
So it's not like I don't even really have time to aim. It's just kind of like overshoot, you know?
So this is a straight up reaction. Okay.
Yeah.
Your physicality was a 44. 17 is your reaction. 44. That's a 61. All right. We're going to re-roll this. This may have penalties involved if you fail this again. Doesn't matter the cost. 61. Okay. So you fire. And as you fire your weapon, the arrow barely grazes you. It hits you, but it barely grazes you, and it causes a little bit of a burn. Roll me a D, because that's how much damage you're going to take from this. It could have been a lot more. Take 4 points of damage. Now, can you do me a favor and put down a 4 under the damage tracker for heart? The first one?
For heart?
Yep. Put a 4. You're at 41 heart damage, and because of the reaction, you did fire. It wasn't a killing shot, but you fire right on the shoulder, and you see him drop from the. He's still on the rooftop, but he drops a weapon down here, and you know it's not dead. And you can only think of if a soldier is wounded and is not dead, that's gonna cause some problems if it's not gonna die soon. And he's on the rooftop, kind of. Shinsui, your turn. Action has started. You're dusting off the snow.
For a second, but like act like I was, stretching, like, it was just a mistake, it was because I didn't stretch.
Yeah, right. Cold. Shrinkage.
Yeah. I should have. Alright, let's see. So just the one that's up on the ground. I don't want to hop. It's because am I on the, like, fence on the, like, where I'm at, like, right now, or am I on the other side, like, on the roof? Like, I slipped between there.
Oh, you asked a good question I didn't thought about. Roll me a D100 and see if fate has you fall on the other side. I did not think about that. Yeah. 95. No. Actually, more embarrassingly, you are hanging on the other side of the wall. Your pants got caught on one of the wall hangers here, and so you're kind of like fighting a wedgie. So, yeah, you're currently like hanging at the top of this wall, and not the snow anymore. But you are at the wall. You just got to do some. You might have to climb yourself out of it.
I don't know if this would be like an action. So, like, if I just like basically took one of my swords and like basically cut off wherever I was like connected to, so like I'll drop to the ground.
Yep. Yeah, I think that one you don't have to do because you're already in depth for that. It's not a problem. It's just more embarrassing. Yeah, you cut it, cut the clothes, and you drop to the ground on the other, like here, still there. But you have a better idea of what the wall is like, so you may have other ideas to get over the wall if you're not taking the ladder.
This time I'm basically just kind of like, instead of, because I'm not going to try to make the jump, I'm just going to like, I don't know, kind of like hoist and throw myself over.
Okay.
Land on the other side. I don't give a shit at this point that, because obviously we're here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah. So that's a physicality plus. Yeah, this one is pretty because now you're like, fuck it, I'm man moaning it. That's meant. D100 beat a 93. Yeah. No, you use your swords to like kind of dig yourself into the wall. It's pretty weak, and you actually are now at the top of this wall, and you could actually, if you wanted to, jump to this rooftop with half difficulty to do so, because you're so roided up right now. Maybe some embarrassment, but you're roided up. You're gonna jump? Okay. D100 beat a 70. Oh yeah. And you're just like, mother, and you jump over the rooftop. No one is paying attention right now because all the soldiers are trying to deal with the butcher problem, and you see the thing kind of writhing in agony, and it looks like it's trying to get a hold of something in his coat pocket.
Would I be able to take out that ceremonial dagger and like throw it at him?
Yeah. Roll me a D100. Get a 71. Physicality, you're just. And where do you aim it?
I want to aim it for like his hand, and like he said he was like in his pocket, kind of like I want to like stab his hand.
Okay.
With this dagger into his pocket. Like, don't do that.
Basically, okay, just stuck it to it.
Yep.
It's making and the sounds of the wind is blocking whatever, so no one can really hear this. But you can.
I look at him and I kind of give him the.
It painfully gives you the middle finger with its other free arm.
So in this scenario, I've used my action and my movement. So then, what can I perceive?
Is there anything you're looking at particular, or anything you want to know from this current situation?
I guess I'm just kind of trying to observe if I can see if there's anyone that will interrupt me before I finish him off.
You see the door open up, and you see the general open up, and you see him look at this and just screaming at the befuddlement. But right now, you do not see anyone else currently. Right? The general is too distracted to look at this way. Or Butcher, how's that rubble doing for you? Seeing a lot of different things currently. See four or five people, five things trying to open the door, and they're like, "Ow!" Click, click, kicking the door. You hear the general screaming at them, just obviously perturbed, and you hear the castle gates just close. Apparently, just wants shit to be done. You can hear the rumbling of the tank turning on. But it can't go anywhere because that door. Or things just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
With Butch Big Iron. So you're saying, is it just them that have a connection with each other as of right now? You're talking about that earlier.
Right, no, so all four of you have a connection, so you guys know what's going on here. And you guys, whatever you're observing, they can observe as well. It's just more of like right now, you may not be able to communicate directly to them. Like, hey, like I see these, like, I know you see what you're seeing, but I'm planning to do this. No, they don't know what you're going to do. They can only know what you're observing. Be kind of like mind link, but you're not much of a team yet. Not as strong. One of them say, "Hey, what's that thing on the ground?" One of them look at the little kind of smoking snow pile that no one fucking paid attention to. Oh, what's this?
Oh, you gotta force my hand.
Oh, no,
DM.
dude. Hey, I'm just. You don't know what's going on. I'm just saying this is what they're observing.
Oh, Butch Big Iron. He feels like they're clumped up pretty good together for a little dynamite. I feel like I'm gonna. I think he would maybe with how these things look and a little freaked out. I think he would about use the rest of one of those wraps of dynamite.
Okay, so
this group.
So are you doing the 6-stack one? The one that you probably took out one and it's only 6-stack? Yeah. Okay. All right.
It needs a big boom.
Okay. I'm assuming you light it up. I want you.
Yeah, I still had my cigarette lit. Okay. Never put it down.
Okay. Are you doing anything to prep yourself, or are you just gonna throw that fucker? What do you do with this?
So I'm gonna just do my best to judge the distance. I kind of want to see, like, it's gonna be a short fuse.
Okay.
Is like the main thing, because I want to just be able to throw it, and I don't want much reaction.
Okay.
And then I'm just apparently gonna hope for whatever these weird visions and this crew I have not met.
Okay. Not bad. I want you to roll. See if you can beat a 65.
Nope.
Okay. You are getting second thoughts because you're thinking, okay, I could kill, but then what happens to the door? It may explode. Shit. Then it's gonna. Oh, it's getting closer. That's a 25 difference. 25 difference. Do anything differently? You're still gonna throw it. That's technically a fail.
Maybe I'm not going to try to throw as much. I'm second guessing how much I thought I needed.
Okay.
And I'm only going to throw like 3.
3? Okay. All right.
I lost my confidence.
Okay.
My dynamite confidence that I had.
Okay. So that you logically think about this, that adds a 15, so that's a 75. I'm gonna roll 8 if you change that. 75. All of a sudden you get that liquid courage in you, and you feel more confident to throw 3 dynamite. Chuck it. $30. They don't hear it. Don't pay attention. They're all like, "What's that over there?" The Lieutenant General said about. And one of them fucking flies up to the other side of the building. This one's back up here. This one's up here. This one's up here. Everything's shattered. It is loud though. Unfortunately, there is no silencer for explosions. But you hear the explosions, and you just hear the general go up and says, "What the fuck was that sound? Do I have to do everything for myself?" And you see him get out here. See, unfortunately, the door is a little bit more busted out because that explosion is big. I would say one last turn for everyone else before we call it a day. It is getting late.
It's getting late.
Yeah. Butcher? See the commotion.
Butcher's still hiding. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna have my revolver in hand and my tomahawk in my offhand, just in the ready.
Because the general is really loud right now. So Butcher, you're up.
I get another what?
Sorry. Cruel, you're up. You guys are the same.
Yeah, fair. We're both.
I'm a cowboy. You're Brit, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think mostly right now I'm just I'm just viewing what's happening over here on this side. I don't think I'm taking any exact actions at this time.
So you see the door kind of half open now because of the explosions. You see the general is trying to figure out where the hell is everyone going, and realizes that the general's like, "Where is everyone?"
All right.
Yeah. So you're choosing not to do anything right now? You're just more observing?
Yep.
Okay. Silas, you're up.
Yes, sir.
The doors, people got exploded. Doors are half open to the thing because of the explosion, and the general is causing a fit in the middle of the courtyard.
So this guy's dead.
This one's dead. Boom. This one
This
is
one's still alive.
This one is up to Sinsui's sick mechanisms right now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave him for our boy over there. Question. I get a couple clicks on my scope.
Yep.
Is the general here inside at all? In my sights at all?
Yeah, you can, because of the angle down here, you can see him. He's kind of half blocked from some of the rubble. So if you're doing what I think you're doing, you have to roll really good to take one of them, because you got to account for the wind. You got to account for the general being half blocked from the rubble here. You're basically trying to shoot it in between the rubble. He is currently like, where the fuck's going on? He's speaking really high.
All quarter pocket.
Oh man.
Is it apostle time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't even take my eye off of him
Okay.
in the scope, and I reach down.
Okay.
I got a little bag
Okay.
that I keep 12 bullets,
Mhm.
2 shells, 10 bullets in. And I don't even have to look at them. I just know them by feel, which ones are which. And I grab which one am I? I'm gonna grab. I grab Peter. I grab Peter out of the bag, load it in the chamber,
Mhm.
and get the necklace. Lean down into the rifle. Say my little prayer. The Lord thundered in the heavens, and the highest gave his voice. Sent out his arrows, and he scattered them. Deep breath and pull the trigger.
D100. You just said 65. That's pretty good. Whoa!
Bro!
Whoa!
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. So
Bye-bye, Silas.
your gun exploded, and yes, you shoot this, and it scopes, and everyone sees this because everyone's looking. You see a big chunk of the other half of his face explode out. General Typhon Saga lays on the ground. Blood, which is actually purple, comes in. And then you hear this demon tank stop rumbling. And as everything comes to an end, you see, actually, you hear this, you hear sirens, air sirens coming in. And you see a portal open up in the middle, basically at the body of General Typhon Saga. You got 9 bullets of the apostles left, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming you guys take the portal?
I don't know.
Yeah. Fucking Butcher just butchers it. He's like, no, fuck that shit. When I hear sirens ain't good. You know for a fact these are air raid sirens. Something's about to drop heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Butcher left. Back here. Do you take anyone with you? Sunsweet? Or are you just gonna go straight to the portal?
I want to get my dagger back.
Okay, yeah. That one's pretty easy. You're focused, you get your dagger back, and you hear the thing talk like, fuck you, dude. Fuck.
I want to just because he obviously thinks that he's safe across the thing there. I want to jump basically across, and I want to stab both of my I want to jump on top of him basically, stab both of my swords on each side of his thing, and then just pull the sword out and then just finish him off.
On his face, or no? Just okay. So you do coup de grace him easily. You take the portal, and you're back at Rose Palace. And you
is it our thing to pee on people? Isn't that what we do, or is that just what I mean,
that's a 1980s.
Is that what are we called, the pissers? You know,
that's the 1980s UK thing. You hear a clap from Daro. She says, "You have stopped. Not well done, but it's not finished." And she says to you, and as the credits fade away, and by the way, the whole place got nuked in Germany. and she says to you, not Butcher, Cruel, have you heard of Godzilla? And the credits fade away. The next mission.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely things I need to work on, but I thought just pretty good. But I
No,
feel
very
like,
good.
I would say we'll talk later, get some rest. This is probably the latest because I did start late, so my bad on that. Get some rest.
No, it's okay.
Well, nice drawing. We'll talk later. I'd like to hear your feedback. I think I know what I can do on the actions. It was a little bit too long per person, but we'll work on that. But until next time, unless someone else says otherwise, we're going back to the original campaign to see what else can fuck up for the Chronicles of War. Eon,
Boys coming back.
you brought the demon tank to reality. They shouldn't have this technology. But yeah, good night,
Thank you,
everyone.
brother.
Yes, we'll talk again.
Yeah, boys.
All right,
You guys have a good night.
Yep.
Yes.
Peace.
All right. Thank you, everyone. I think I'm going to call it a day to eat eventually. Do some work. But thank you guys so much. That was another episode of my new my new potentially game I'm working on. There's a lot of feedback I can probably do. But otherwise, take it easy. Bye-bye. How do I stop this? Oh, there it is.